Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Liquor Run podcast. I'm Knut.
I'm Nick.
I'm Lindsay.
I'm Jake, I guess.
And this week, we will be reviewing Rubinoff Vodka. This is a plastic bottle, 40% ABV, 80 proof. Guys, how much was this?
$15.
Wait, and you got it in Boston, right?
Yes.
And that's an expensive place to buy liquor.
No, it was a cheap liquor store.
Really? How? Give me some.
New Amsterdam was $20
For a handle?
for a handle.
Oh,
Like,
wow.
was that regular price?
I think so.
Let's just buy all our
Smirnoff
alcohol
was
in
marked down
Boston.
$2 to $20 a handle.
Yeah.
Wait, why
Okay,
was it-
so every time we need to make a liquor run, we're going to Boston, right?
Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's an excuse. Except I hate every sports team in Boston.
So
Agreed.
when Jake said Rubinoff, I expected it to end with an OV, not an
That's what I thought
OFF.
too.
Smirnoff
Rubinoff.
ends with.
Well, that's
FF.
true.
Yeah, but you pronounce it Smirnoff, not
Not
Smirnoff.
Smirnoff.
This is
Rubinoff.
Rubinoff. I said
Oh,
Rubinoff.
Jake said Rubinov
Yeah.
when he
Sorry.
said it.
I don't know
Oh,
how to pronounce things.
Clearly.
Yeah.
Oh, God forbid Jake doesn't know Russian.
I mean, it's OFF. It's an English word.
Well, I mean, it's still clearly a
Yeah,
Russian name.
as we've learned,
Also,
all
I'm gonna-
Russian names end with V.
Oh, that's true. From what movie was that?
Two different ones, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Stalin ends in an N. That's also a Ukrainian name.
Interesting.
But he was
Never knew that.
Ukrainian.
Never knew that.
I assume it's a Ukrainian name.
Let's pour up shots.
Khrushchev
Yeah.
ends in a V.
Pour up shots.
Lenin.
Can you be the shot man?
Lenin is a Russian name that does not end in a V.
Is Lenin Russian or?
Unlike,
Something
I'm
else.
quite positive
Ukrainian.
Lenin is
Ukrainian.
actually
Yeah.
ethnically Russian and not ethnically Ukrainian.
Interesting.
Not that
Wow.
their language...
Filling that fucking fluted up.
Can
That's
I
like
have the
how
black
we-
one?
That's how I usually
Por
fill it.
favor.
Don't fill
Nick,
up.
Don't fill that
Break-
up all the way.
Don't
Yeah.
fill up Breaking Bad.
Nick, you're the vodka
That's
guy. Do you
good.
want the fluted?
No.
Who wants the fluted?
Not me.
I'll
I'll take the
take it.
black one or the Breaking Bad one.
Jake's usually a default in the fluted. I have work to
Yeah.
do after this. After a physics lab report.
Hey,
So,
I have
Yeah.
a book to maybe read if I feel like it.
Wow. That-
Cheers.
That takes
Cheers.
so much more brain
See,
I
power.
but
want
now-
to take this shot.
But now this
Yeah,
makes
I
that
didn't do the
difficult.
Adios.
Adios. I've had worse.
I've had better.
Oh god, I've had so much better.
That wasn't very good.
That was okay.
Oh,
I think that's the worst tasting one I've had.
That was a
No, I
very,
didn't.
very bad tasting one, yeah.
I didn't
Yeah.
get the taste on that one. Though.
again, it has that metallic
Yeah.
taste like Fleischmann's, that metallic aftertaste.
I still don't know what you're talking about when you say metallic.
Tastes
Like-
like metal.
I mean,
No,
I
no,
don't
like
a clang.
taste
Like a
it.
lamp.
I
Like
mean,
a
I
clang
don't
at the
taste
end.
it. Like a clang?
No, it tastes like
a what?
tastes like copper. Tastes
What
like
does
copper.
copper
Yeah, no,
taste
I can-
like?
Like I can taste it a
Yeah.
little bit. What he's talking about.
Do you lick wires in your spare time or something?
No,
I
but
don't-
like
Wait, wait,
everyone
wait.
knows what metal
How else
tastes
do you
like.
orgasm?
No.
Okay.
I don't need that look, Alyssa.
So,
The peanut collar, you're giving me dirty looks for how I get off.
what is copper? I mean,
Have you ever tasted blood?
that's
Yeah, that's
different.
Iron.
Hey.
It's
I
metallic.
talk to you, you don't
Nick,
talk.
Have you ever put a penny in your mouth as a kid?
No.
You ever had the water
That's what
from
copper
Michigan?
tastes like.
What?
Or Wisconsin?
With Michigan.
Why are they talking?
Anyway, our live studio
Well,
audience is talking in the background, and actually, we now actually have the mic set up to pick them up. Probably.
I was about to
Yeah.
say that
It's
until we got
pointing
talking about it.
directly at Alyssa.
Yeah, we
Oh
have.
yeah, and this is Alyssa. Say-
Hello.
She's definitely said words on podcasts
No.
before.
No,
really?
I don't think so.
She's
You
just
picked me
witnessed a lot of
out.
them.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
no, the
Yeah.
last podcast she was here for, me, Chris, and Alyssa were sitting in the comments.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have
it
to
was
say,
still
though-
a men's club.
I have to say, though,
Good old days.
We made good
Oh,
purchases
yeah,
on
good
this because
times.
that waveform came up just as good for sitting over there on Jake's bed as it does for Jake and Lindsay sitting next.
Yeah,
to
we,
it.
we did upgrade our mic setup. We have 2 mics now, and
Yeah.
they're condenser, and they're supposed to be like monodirectional.
They're Carteroid mics, which means they go out in kind of in like a cone shape.
Okay.
Instead of Omni, which we were using before, which is the cheapest mic you can get.
No.
These
Well,
are
these
actually
were-
cheaper.
These are cheaper, but the only thing is they don't work for all around, so you need to buy more than one.
Yeah.
Hence, we have 2.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that came out of my pocket, but that's okay because Jake buys all our liquor, and
Mm.
I owe Jake a lot of fucking money.
And it costs me money just to get here.
That's true. Gas is expensive.
Though,
And-
also announcement, I'm moving back down to the island soon. So
Dilly
I should-
dilly.
Dilly dilly.
Dilly
I'll
dilly.
be.
Dilly dilly.
I assume. Is there going to be an episode for Spring Break Week? We could do that in
Vermont
Vermont.
edition.
I was gonna say, let's do it in Vermont.
Well, we haven't decided that we're going up there yet, but
No, let's
exactly.
go. Why wouldn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, again, if I can get a ride, I'm not doing anything else.
Yeah,
Or
sure.
you
No.
can just take
Yeah.
take the train again.
If you no,
Yeah, but that's expensive. Again.
True.
yeah.
Um,
No, if you get a ride, I'm just gonna take a train to Dick's Hills, and then I'll just ride with you.
Why
yeah,
would you
sure.
take a train to Dick's Hills? You could like.
Or I could just take a train to Albany. Are you
Yeah.
driving up there?
I mean, I assume if we're doing Vermont again,
Yeah.
then I would
It's gonna
drive
be
up
nice.
again.
It's not a very
I'm-
far drive. For
I'm
you.
sorry, Alyssa, who again should be hushing. But are you going to be here for spring break? Or you're going back to Chicago.
Yeah, that's what we thought.
Oh
Yeah.
no!
Alyssa, can you please fetch me my water bottle out of the fridge, please?
Oh, this is great. It's like having a dog.
That's
Except it's Miles.
well, Miles is a prairie dog.
Oh yeah, we decided that Miles
Thank you.
doesn't look like a giraffe. He looks more like a prairie dog.
Nick can decide that.
No, it was his friend John. His friend John told me because Lindsay.
Sorry.
As
Lindsay.
much as you guys abuse me, my friend abuses me more than you do.
Is that possible?
Yeah.
I know
So
it's
his
absurd.
friend heard me call him a giraffe, and he's like, no, he looks more like a prairie dog, and I'm like, I don't know what a prairie dog looks like, so I looked it up, and
Also, again, how
Look it up.
do you not
I
know?
don't know. I don't know. I'm from Long Island. We don't have fucking prairie dogs here.
Prairie dogs in Illinois either.
How have you
Shut up.
never, Have you
You're not
That-
supposed to be
That
talking.
surprises me.
have you never seen a prairie dog in the movie?
Yeah.
No, where would
Yeah.
I? What movie has prairie
Groundhog's
dogs?
Day.
That's
I
not.
don't-
That's a ground.
Caddyshack.
That's a groundhog.
That's a
also-
gopher.
That's a gopher.
Gopher.
That's also a puppet.
No, but,
Yeah.
but it looks exactly like
A gopher, not a
pra-
prairie dog.
prairie dog. Looks very similar.
A
to
gopher that can
Gopher's
stand
kind of
upright.
like a fat
Miles.
prairie dog.
I'm pretty sure gopher looks pretty much exactly like a prairie dog.
No, gophers are way fatter.
Yeah, go.
And they
Also,
don't
that
live in-
gopher stood up on two legs and ran.
And
Like a
danced.
human and danced.
Yes,
So
and
but
manipulated
it's still
plastic
the same overall
explosives.
shape.
it's definitely not like a prairie dog.
Meerkats look very similar. How did
Why are we
you?
having this
What about Timon from The Lion
Okay.
King?
Yeah, tell-
Anyway,
Wait,
that
wait,
was
Wait, what animal
crap.
is he?
What?
He was a meerkat.
Okay.
But
Meerkats are
first,
slightly
first, we also need to make fun of other things that someone else in this room didn't know. You're not going to respond, Alyssa, because you're not part of the podcast. You're part of the audience. But I'm going to make fun of you for a second. She didn't know what a mercenary
Oh my
was.
God.
She didn't know what a mercenary was. She didn't know what Jekyll and Hyde were. She didn't know what.
No, the phrase, yeah, doing something for peanuts.
Oh yeah, she didn't know what doing something for peanuts were.
I
And
didn't-
those are
I
the
don't
only
know what
things.
that is either.
I'm from Chicago.
That's not an excuse.
Chicago.
They-
Okay,
these
let
are-
me read you some Chicago slang and tell me if you know what all this
This isn't
is.
slang. This Jekyll and Hyde is a
Chicago.
classic. Who wrote Jekyll and Hyde?
I have no idea.
Robert Louis Stevenson.
Really?
You knew that very easily.
Jekyll and Hyde, though, is a very famous English novel. A mercenary
You're not
is.
gonna say
I'm reading The Prince. The word mercenary goes back at least 500
Not
years.
everybody is as cultured as you are.
Yes.
Okay,
Kid.
but like
I'm sorry
the
I'm not
concept
on
of
your
a
level.
mercenary, the word mercenary was in textbooks I had in 6th grade.
Yeah, I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just saying not everyone's reading The Prince for fun.
And doing something for peanuts. Thad
That's a little.
in
I don't know
Blue
what that
Mountain
means
State
either.
said that he was being paid peanuts. This is
It
Thad.
just means that you're being paid like nothing to do something.
Yeah, it's a very
'Cause you're
very
being
low
paid in
pay.
peanuts.
Yeah, like any job that like someone in college has.
What do you
I'm gonna drink.
what?
I'm gonna drink.
Any of your are you making your mixed drink now?
No,
What then why do you need it?
because I want to take a sip.
Oh.
Get off my
That's
back.
fair. That's perfectly within your rights as a human.
Thank you. I'm glad I have your approval.
What are you trying to?
Is the timer going?
We don't
I-
need the timer. We
I-
actually started right at the beginning of our recording.
No,
we'll just
no,
take a
And
no.
shot.
actually, it doesn't matter because now that we have two mics, I have to record on my laptop, so I can just turn and see the time that we're at.
Yes, but did you take out the?
No.
Yeah.
So like
exactly.
we're at like 8 minutes, not 12.
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
So
I forgot about that.
That's an easy fix.
Yeah, but on the other hand, I'll sober up, and I don't want that to happen.
No,
we can
took
make
the-
sure you won't sober up.
You're right, we can. Where's the vodka?
We have a handle of vodka. So
Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
can
I'm
you
gonna-
read
Anyway,
I'm gonna guess that this is a wheat vodka based on the large bushel of wheat.
Yeah,
Yes.
I think that was pretty
Uh,
pretty self-explanatory.
and we can all know the reason I got this because we're gonna be recording a short pretty soon.
Yeah, pretty soon is in after this.
Oh,
Pretty
is that
soon.
is that the comparison one?
Because we have
Yeah.
potato vodka.
Nice.
We got Tito's.
Oh, right. Well, I
So-
mean, that's also not a fair comparison because I can taste the difference between this and Tito's
Well,
blindfolded also.
we wanted to have Svedka versus Tito's, but somebody
Okay.
drank all
Drank
of
2
hers.
handles in like 3 weeks.
That's actually pretty slow.
I mean, it's
Yeah, exactly. And
No.
I'm not like I'm not the only one drinking it. I give it to people. So
Why
that's
like,
true. You're very
Yeah,
generous.
that's
true.
with your
Yeah.
liquor.
like I literally
So are
give it
we.
to everyone.
Anyway,
that's because you're
also,
weak.
so is Jake.
Yeah,
please.
that's also true. I can't say no to anyone.
Jake is very generous with his liquor.
I mean, like,
So-
but
Generous with buying the liquor.
Yeah. So, yeah, we were gonna do it as more price comparison things, but
I mean, Tito's is still a good bit more expensive than Svedka.
yeah, but it would be at least closer quality wise.
Yeah,
I don't
like,
And no,
this is a
the
terrible
point I
comparison.
made was that he doesn't know Svedka that well.
That's true.
True. Okay, true. Whereas again, like this,
Yeah.
this is gonna be a really bad comparison.
Well, I also don't like the taste of Tito's, so
but these are two
Agreed.
very different tastes,
I know.
Well, yeah, that's.
and
the
it has
point.
nothing to do with the grain versus potato. It has to do with the twice the price.
So if we shoot this short and it's like I get it immediately, then we can just redo it.
If we shoot this short and Jake can tell the difference,
That's when you know.
Jake won't be able to tell the difference.
I'll be able to tell the difference.
I'll try. Because
You-
especially since I have an advantage going in knowing this one a little better.
True.
well, we'll all have that.
I've never had Tito's though.
I mean, I haven't had Tito's that I remember in like a long time. I had Tito's New Year's Eve,
Ooh,
and I don't remember much of New Year's Eve.
To intoxication.
same.
Another shot. Continue.
Yep.
Yeah, was that one better than the second one? Than the first one?
The
No,
first
wait.
one wasn't bad.
Yeah,
I showed it along
and-
that one, though.
I think this one's more. I think
It's suited towards our palates.
No,
I just
I
the
completely
taste is so
disagree.
bad.
It's so
no. I
bad.
think we finally found like a division for the first time. Like normally we all agree. Like that one actually wasn't that bad, for me at
The
least.
vision. What does that mean?
A
Oh,
division.
Oh,
A
division.
Not
yeah.
the vision.
I got that.
And like how we taste.
Yo, do you
things.
think the mic picked up my fart?
It-
We'll find
we'll
out.
find out when I'm editing it. I'll send you a text if it did.
Oh yeah.
with an audio clip?
Yeah, hopefully. So, yeah. I mean, what would you say your taste is then? Like
I don't know. Like it just wasn't
shit.
that bad. Like I think it's definitely
No.
better than Fleischmann's.
I disagree.
I would say, well,
Although I also haven't had Fleischmann's since the night that you and Ritesh were in my suite.
God, that was
Do you remember that? It was like
long. It's a
Me-
long time ago. That was
me, you,
pre-podcast
Krista,
days.
Nick, other Nick.
Oh yeah, no,
Yeah.
that was
Ritesh
like.
and you.
I thought you were talking about that night, but that was
That
in
was like
September.
October.
That was
Yeah.
in September.
That might have been the first
That
time
was,
we
like,
ever
very
got
beginning-
Fleischmann's.
Yeah, that was like
So-
very beginning of September.
Well, I
That's
never
the
had
last time I had
Fleischmann's.
Fleischmann's.
Vodka.
Yes. Well, yeah.
Well, yeah,
No.
because we killed most of our handle.
Post Bing.
Oh, post
Prob-
Bing. Yes,
Yeah,
we,
right,
we
right,
did
right.
have it there.
Okay,
yeah.
well, obviously I'm not going to remember that.
Well, me neither. Actually, that's
remember
not
it.
true.
I remember
remember
nothing.
making my first like 5 drinks.
Yeah, see, that's already better than me. I don't
And-
remember making any, although I'm pretty
Miles
sure
just
you
flipped
made
us all
most
off because he also doesn't remember that
No,
night.
I remember
Gets-
the night perfectly.
Gets a
Yeah.
little fuzzy around the huge group.
The post thing.
You were there.
You were there.
You brought
Yeah,
your
you were
tequila.
there. You
I was
were
about
taking
to
tequila
say.
shots.
I was
just
about
took
to
a body
say.
shot off of you.
Yeah. Alyssa?
Oh, I took a body shot off of you.
I was about to say
No,
it
you took
gets
a
a
body
little
shot off
fuzzy.
of me.
No.
I'm trying to tell a story.
We took
God
body
damn it.
shots.
We
Gets
did
a little
not.
fuzzy as when you all went back to Canute's room.
No, it gets
Yeah.
gets a little
You
fuzzy.
snuck a body
Alyssa,
shot of me at
shut up.
your Halloween party.
Oh my god.
You're,
I was
you're
already
up here.
down.
You need to like bring it down.
And you snuck
Yeah.
it.
Shh. Shh. I'm trying to tell a story and people
We're
keep
listening,
interrupting
we're
me.
listening.
Literally Jake in a nutshell.
Ah, Jake. No, well, Jake
No.
Jake-
interrupts people. Are you trying to touch
No, I was
my
trying
nipple?
to.
I'm not even gonna tell
I
my
was trying to
story.
tone down the
I
list.
I'm
wanna
not
hear
even
your
gonna tell
story. I wanna
anymore.
hear your
No.
story.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Nick.
Posting.
It got fuzzy when we took the tequila shots.
Yeah, I'm
Yes.
really
What was I
glad.
doing?
Wait, did
It
I
was-
take
yes, it
tequila
was your
shots
tequila.
that night?
Yes.
No,
Almost
I
everyone did, but Canute.
I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure
Yeah,
I
no,
didn't.
I wasn't up to taking tequila yet.
I told you we took multiple.
We took
I'm
lots
pretty-
of tequila shots.
Okay, I
wouldn't
think
take
it's
a
time for
tequila,
mixed
though.
drinks.
I
Yeah,
convinced-
we're
I
getting
convinced-
sidetracked.
I
Yeah.
convinced
Yo, get me a
everyone.
cup. Oh, but I hate tequila.
I know.
Okay,
Oh,
everyone.
we don't have any cups.
What?
Yeah, grip.
Bruh.
Just,
I hate tequila
Have that one.
since that night.
Oh.
We took all our cups to put to the party on Saturday.
Why? Tequila
Post
sucks.
Harvard.
Oh,
Because
right. I was gonna
No,
shot.
tequila's so bad.
Hand me my
Post
Breaking
Boston,
Bad.
Lindsay.
Post Harvard. order.
spilled
Post
your
have it.
drink.
No, you don't say post. Well,
Supposed to have it.
Hey,
Yes,
Peanut
close
Gallery. The mics can hear you.
So,
And
Guys are not part of the podcast. Wait, what are you doing? Oh, you're not making a.
No,
Here,
because I
just
was
take this.
no, because you're doing that.
All right.
Where'd the cap go?
No, give it to
On
me.
my desk.
No.
Because, you know,
Come on.
I was going to make a drink, and then everyone took the alcohol from
You
me.
didn't have to give it to me.
now I want tequila.
Oh, that's so sad.
By the way, there's gonna be a tequila shortage pretty soon because the
I
agave.
know, my friends.
Yeah, the agave
Said that
plant's
to
gonna
me.
go extinct. Wow, look!
Wait,
Check
why
out
is-
that audio spike for Alyssa yelling.
Wait,
This is gonna be a fun one to edit.
Agave's going to go extinct because of, like, a disease is ravaging it?
It's going
Yeah.
extinct. Agave
yeah,
is
Nick,
going
wasn't that
extinct.
that was awesome, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Wait, is
Or
that
you
what
mean
you were
the
supposed
agave
to do?
crop? It's not going to go
Yeah.
extinct. Like, the
Oh.
agave
That's
crop
your-
is doing
that's how you
poorly
want
this
it.
year.
Yes.
What is
No,
it?
I mean like it's going the way of the banana.
Oh,
So
that's bad.
there will soon,
Enjoy
and they don't
pop
have the
soda.
variation
What the fuck
that
is
they
that
do with
thing
bananas,
up there?
Wait,
where they
what
could
is
just
that?
kind of
Ew.
switch to another
That's where
one.
the marble
Bananas
sits.
don't have
To
variation.
No, I
That's
know.
the point.
The
But they don't
marble
have
out.
the option to
Yeah.
switch to another one.
I have
Yo, that's so fucking cool.
There are more than one conversation going on here.
That's okay.
Yeah, that's the problem. We have
Well-
6 people in the room.
Yeah, you're right. And all of them are talking.
Oh,
All right, pass me the
Okay.
goddamn vodka.
Lindsay.
Lindsay, why are you just making it all in one drink?
What do you mean? I
Oh,
still
that's
have
right,
a
because
lot
you
left
have
in
that,
here.
that big black cup instead of my beautiful little tin cup over
yeah,
here.
I haven't used that in a while, so you're welcome.
Oh, it's settled.
Should have never used it. That's like the point.
Damn, the lime juice settled out of the vodka. This is
Yeah,
gonna
right.
suck way
Just give it
more.
a quick
yeah.
pinky stir.
A quick fingering.
I was
What
gonna
are
say
you gonna
finger
say?
stir, yeah, but yeah, sure.
I'm
Fingering.
surprised you weren't gonna say fingering.
Man, well, because then I was like, no, because you gotta use your pinky, otherwise it's gonna be too big and you'll splash it. Yeah, you gotta get that one in
Pinky's
the.
up.
Pinkies.
When
in.
in doubt,
He's in.
pinky out into her butthole. What?
That's obnoxious.
Yeah, Jake,
That's
tell
really
me.
really
fucking
is.
obnoxious.
You guys will know what that
Alright, ready?
sound was in a second.
Take it.
We didn't even say what all of our drinks
where's the
were.
Rubinoff?
Oh, it's right here. I'm sorry,
he needed
Jake.
to take it before it settled again.
Yes.
Well, he could have stirred it again.
Yeah, but that's work.
All right, so Nick's drink was
A shot of Rubinoff with lime juice,
okay.
and it was better than the first one. Still not very good at all.
Yeah.
Ugh.
All right, Jake, what's your drink so we can explain what that obnoxious rattling noise was?
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean,
So,
the obnoxious
this
rattling
is-
noise that wasn't Alyssa and Miles.
This is my new favorite way to open a bottle of any
Ugh.
carbonated soda. It's I have no idea what it's called because it's I'm pretty sure Korean.
It's Japanese. I
It is
used to have these when I was
Japanese?
a kid at a sushi place.
Anyway, so it's it says enjoy pop soda, orange flavor with 3 Japanese symbols on it.
Oh,
So-
yeah.
They're
Okay.
Japanese.
So it's clearly like the brand name, and then it just says orange flavor in English. So I have no idea what
But-
it says at all. Wait, and it says Ramoon carbonated soft drink. And anyway, the way you open it is you have this little popper, and then there's this marble stuck at the top, and then you have to push down really hard with the popper to pop out the marble into the glass, and it has like a whole little face to contain the marble in the top half of the glass.
Yeah, no,
It's
no,
it's
yeah.
super extra.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
It's
the most
very
extra thing I've
Japanese.
ever
No,
seen.
I figured out what it was. Is I think they wanted to try and find a way to get most of it with just glass or something, so it's more easily
I guess-
recycled.
Yeah, but there's still plastic on the top.
Yeah,
no,
that.
It's
It's-
not a perfect system, but
It's
it's
not
there, but it's
perfect.
theirs.
This is an older system. This wouldn't have been for recycling because this system goes back, again, at least to when I was a little kid, and I feel like my parents had known of these before we were kids. Like this might be from the 80s or 90s even. So I don't think it's a recycling
It
thing.
does
It's
look
just,
like a very old school label.
So
It's
Yeah.
just a very Japanese thing. Like the style is just. If you just Google image Japanese sodas, this type of bottle will come up.
So Jake, I know that you bought it the other day because you were interested in it. How is the actual soda?
Oh, it's really good.
It's actually okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I was gonna say if
It
you
tastes
just
like
bought
it just
it,
tastes like kind of orange pop.
what did you call it?
Pop. I mean, it
3
says
miles?
enjoy pop, so I have to call it pop.
Well, that's because you pop it open. Sit, prairie dogs.
Miles from
It-
Miles from the Midwest, where he actually calls it pop.
No, yeah, we have
At least Alyssa's from actually
A third
Chicago,
of
where
this
they're
audi-
civilized.
A third of this audience is
people
from the
vote.
Midwest. I guess we're a Midwestern podcast, kind of.
No, because everyone who's on the podcast is from
New York.
New York.
True, but if we include where Jake's going to work, then half the audience, half the people in this room are Midwest.
No, but he's not
Texas is
from
not
the
the
Midwest.
Texas is the South.
Yeah, what the fuck are you? What?
Yeah,
Aren't
well, it's
you,
Great
like,
Plains.
a geography person?
I am.
It's-
Shut up.
It's in the mountain. Isn't it in the mountain time?
Only
No.
like the very
It's
western
in the mountain
tip.
time, but everything in the Midwest is in mountain time.
No. Only the western tip of
No.
Texas is in mountain time.
Oh,
Where
the
they're
rest of
from
it's
is Central Standard.
Oh,
yeah, so is
yeah, no.
Texas.
Yeah,
The
everything.
time
Oh, is it?
Most of
Yeah.
Texas is in the Central Standard.
How big is Central Standard? Jesus.
It's big.
Big.
Generally speaking, the lines around. Oh, actually, it's more than
Though
Mississippi.
Eastern
'cause
time is a lot bigger than you think. It extends all the way to the Georgia-Alabama line.
the
Yeah,
thing is,
that's
the
pretty
East
big.
Coast
It's
slants
somewhat Ohio.
westwards as you go
That's
farther
true.
south.
Also, time zones are kind of bullshit because they just orient them around cities, and states can just decide we're not using time
Yeah.
zones like Arizona.
You mean
Yeah.
Phoenix?
Well, it's all of Arizona.
Arizona, no, because
No,
Arizona
Phoenix
doesn't
is on
do.
a different time zone
No, it's
than
half of
the rest.
Arizona.
Yes,
Yeah.
because Arizona doesn't have laws that say you have to abide by the standard time zones of the U.S. So
No, because Arizona.
Phoenix set itself
the
to
thing-
another time
it's
zone.
It's not a time zone. It's because Arizona, as a state, doesn't do daylight savings. But then I guess what you're saying is Phoenix as a city does.
Is it that? I know
That's-
they do something. I thought it was time zones though that they don't.
No,
well,
I'm
that is
pretty sure-
technically different time
I'm pretty
zones.
sure there's Phoenix time zone, which is like 15 minutes
Who-
outside the normal
No one-
zone.
I don't. Anyone who
Google
So
her.
dumb.
Find out.
anyone who would do that should be shot.
What am I Googling?
I mean, really,
Phoenix time zone.
Phoenix
time zones were built just
Oh,
when
great,
the
we have
trains
fact
came
checkers.
up, when trains sprung up, and you're
Yeah.
like, well, I want to travel 300 miles in one direction. I don't want it to be, dark
48
when I
minutes.
get there.
Yeah.
Phoenix
So-
is in Mountain Time Zone.
This is in mountain. What's the rest of Arizona?
Mountain. No, New
No,
Mexico.
I'm pretty sure there is
New
a
Mexico's the one that doesn't
standard
have time
Phoenix
zones.
time zone.
No, it doesn't have time zones. Doesn't have daylight savings. But then there's a major Navajo reservation in New Mexico that doesn't like the state of New Mexico, so they do daylight savings. But then there's a smaller Indian tribe that has
Here you go.
a
Here's the
reservation
picture of Arizona.
contiguous within.
It's the one
Oh
that's
no, it is
2 hours.
Arizona.
Oh, that's really
And then
fucked
there's
up.
a little
Let me
tiny
see.
blob in the middle of the other blob.
Right, no,
Yeah,
so that's
the
what I was saying.
Navajo
So
one,
there's the
probably.
Navajo, and then with contiguous within the Navajo is another tribe's reservation, and they don't like the
That's
Navajo,
really dumb.
so they don't do daylight savings.
That is the most petty shit I've ever heard.
Duncan told. I think Duncan might have said this on the podcast actually, because like he's driven through it, and you change like if you're doing it during daylight savings, you change times like 5 times in like 3 hours.
That is so petty to just be like, we don't like the state of New Mexico, so we're just not gonna follow their time rules. And then we're like, we don't like that tribe, so we're just not gonna follow their time rules. And that's the dumbest shit I've ever heard.
But like half of Arizona, only half of Arizona uses daylight savings. But half of it does.
Half of what?
Arizona splits which half does daylight savings, I think, too. Only parts of it does.
I don't want to talk. This is hurting my head.
Arizona's dumb.
Why is
Yeah.
this a place?
I want to go have fun with them.
Shut up,
People are
Alyssa.
screaming outside of our room.
Yeah, but Texas, Midwest.
Yeah, we
Oh,
see
no,
that. we
the
see
the
that,
point
yeah.
is Texas is the Great Plains, which to me means it's Midwest.
I guess I just
Midwest means Great Plains.
in my head I just always have trouble lining up southern states with the Midwest.
I see what you mean,
Midwest
but like,
is just always
It's
very
pretty easy
compressed
to line
for
up
me,
Texas
but
because just imagine
It's literally-
Oklahoma's right over it,
That's
Yeah.
fair.
see,
Yeah.
also to me,
I
I
was
don't
forget-
and then just stack them on top of each other.
I
Oklahoma's
also
just so
don't
irrelevant,
think
though.
of Texas as the South. I think of the South as like swampy South, like Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana.
Well.
Texas, to be honest, I do think of Texas as probably different than everything else, as will most Texans claim that it is.
Well,
Yeah.
as they would like to
Yes.
secede.
Well, to be
as does Long Island.
fair, the
From
South
New York.
is normally considered like Louisiana.
Yeah, I
and
know.
East.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
The only person from Long Island in this room. It's kind of
Oh,
Oh
yeah,
my
you-
god.
That's really
I have
crazy.
to get out. I have to get out.
Usually
Of
it's
Long
the other way
Island,
around.
right?
No,
Oh.
this room is making me nervous.
But so
I'm
the-
actually. Is Anthony here?
Yes.
Okay, good. If I'm the only person from Long Island in the suite, that makes me nervous.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know about Abdul's friend too. He's got a friend over.
Oh,
I don't know where she's from.
I think she's from the city.
I was gonna say just judging by Queens is my guess.
Yeah,
She
but
seems
that
like a
Depends.
Shadman.
She
type
might
of person.
technically live on Long Island.
That doesn't count. You have to be Nassau or Suffolk to be Long
has
Island.
to be Nassau or Suffolk.
It has to be.
It has to.
has to be.
You can't be like geographically correct.
There's no option. It has to be
It's
either
like-
Nassau or Suffolk.
It's like to be English doesn't mean you're from Great Britain. It means you're from England.
Yeah,
It's not
exactly.
a geographic feature.
Because you could be Scottish. Technically, you're from
Or
the United
Welsh.
Kingdom.
Or Cornish.
Exactly. Or Northern Irish.
No,
Anyway.
that's not from Britain.
Oh, anyway,
that's not-
anyway,
It's not from
it's
Great
not
Britain.
great.
From one of the British Isles.
You would say if you were Scottish, you would say you're from Scotland, not, which is a specific
Or you would
geographic
say you're
area
British.
of England,
No, of Britain. You got it backwards.
Britain.
We're actually coming up on another shot here. by the way.
We haven't even
Already?
talked about our drinks. We rambled about geography.
Oh, wait, no.
No,
yeah.
not at all. We still have.
We have 5 minutes.
Okay,
Okay.
Nick,
What?
Talk about
Go.
your drink.
My drink?
you're the one who
We
finished
should
it.
I
off.
talked
pass our
about my
other
drink.
drinks around.
Oh yeah.
I talked about my drink. You guys didn't. I said it was it was a shot of vodka with lime juice.
Well, we can't. Ow, we just can't.
And it
try
tasted
these.
bad.
Oh, I like Jake's.
Jake just handing his drink off.
Yeah. Lindsay, you just made yours really weak. So,
He needs a strong.
I
It
made
is strong.
vodka and lemonade.
Wait, give me some more vodka then.
Jake's is also strong.
Jake's is the best, I think,
Here you go,
for
Lindsay.
sure. Although I also haven't tried Jake.
I like Canute's.
I think I like Jake's, but I also
Mine is
love
the
that
best.
type of soda.
Mine's definitely not
Mine's
the
the
best.
most
I
interesting.
can tell you that.
I mean, I think it is just orange soda.
That soda is pretty good. You could
It's
when I like
It's like cream. It's like
it's very
orange and,
sweet
like,
orange
cream
soda.
soda,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's very sweet.
Yeah.
it's different.
It's orange.
But when I
flavored.
like stuck my massive nose into that glass to take a drink, like I could smell the vodka. So I don't know if that means you made it strong. No, I didn't.
Wait,
No,
Nick.
no, I just added more.
Oh,
Nick, you were
of course
born on
did.
Long Island, right?
No, I don't. What?
What?
You were born on Long Island, right?
Yes.
Was your nose born in Texas? Because everything's bigger there. In case you couldn't hear it,
Was
Jake
your
high-fived
nose
me.
born in Texas?
Was my nose was
nose goes.
goes to Texas?
What'd you
Nose-
say about
No-
dumb
nose
old
goes-
Texas?
Oh, that's a good
Can we
episode.
say that people from Texas are dumb?
No.
Please
No,
don't sue
Canute.
us.
No, Canute. My fucking nose was not born in Texas.
It seems
I
like it is.
wanna go home. I wanna go home.
Please don't sue us.
Although people from France have pretty fucked up noses too. I could be French.
France is roughly the size of
No,
Texas
Ger-
geographically.
Germans have more.
Germans have fucked up noses?
We were
don't
just
think so.
talking
You
about
want
that.
paper towel me?
We were talking about
Okay,
how we
that
rarely
was
spill drinks on the
completely
podcast.
No, I'm all.
I
No,
didn't
no, that was the first time Canute has like missed his mouth.
No, I was just like swinging my arm and it dripped a little.
I will say it
Drift a little.
splashed all over me and I didn't even
God.
flinch. Like,
Was that Mark there already?
no.
No.
It's just moist, okay?
No, but
It's
it's,
like
not
a
coming
Well,
off.
okay, we've
It's
already
moist.
found out. It's gonna come off, Lindsay. Remember when we spilled the other stuff?
No.
Moist.
Ew,
I
no.
was doing the short.
Oh, yeah, so I wasn't paying
Yeah.
attention to that.
Moist.
Sorry.
Can we not say the word moist?
I
Moist?
Agree.
Moist?
I agree with the word.
Jinx, you owe me a soda.
It was out of sync. Wasn't exactly.
We
Can we
finished
get a
at the
ruling on
sync.
this? Actually, no. We fucking recorded this. I'll find out when
Yeah.
I edit this.
Well, the soda that whoever owes who is got to be a Japanese soda, obviously.
And
And it has to be-
In the
it's
spirit
for
of
the
the
next
podcast.
podcast.
Oh,
Yeah.
Are there other flavors or is it just orange?
No, there's other flavors.
I
Oh,
usually
wow.
got
if you want me,
Watermelon.
Ooh.
That sounds good.
there's a green one.
That's what I'm
I
doing
didn't
And-
look at
next
it what
time.
it
I'm
was.
getting
Can
watermelon.
we make a drink that tastes like a watermelon for Loco?
Yeah, probably.
'Cause that's my favorite
actually,
flavor for Loco.
We could just get a watermelon for Loco.
Well,
We need
yes.
a lot of Everclear though.
Oh, God.
I do
These Japanese
have
sodas
a
aren't
lot of
syrupy enough.
watermelon tea bags. If you want to make like a watermelon iced tea.
Watermelon tea bags?
Yeah.
Like watermelon tea?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you make watermelon tea?
It's watermelon flavored tea.
Watermelon
What? But
I don't know, but I have it.
Okay,
You can make iced tea with it.
interesting. That's interesting.
Jake's already done with his soda.
So anyway,
It's a very small soda.
Hey, I finished
Oh,
my
I forgot to
mixture too.
mention. I forgot to mention that
Took a fucking shot.
this.
this is.
All right, let's see. Mine's a little bit stronger now.
So I wanna propose a,
No,
a
it's
quick
gone.
toast.
It's gone.
This
Yes.
this weekend is Jake's
birthday.
You got
No,
it.
I
You
was-
got it.
I
You
was-
can get it.
I was
Get
gonna
the
say
age.
Blink 182 birthday.
Oh,
What's your age again?
Yes. What's
Yeah.
your age again, Jake?
Jake is turning. Do you want to say it?
What's your age again?
Oh come on.
It's pretty obvious.
Yeah.
Well, people that don't know Blink 182,
Everyone knows Blink 182.
I wouldn't get that reference.
I wouldn't get that reference either.
What?
Wait. Let's ask the most uncultured person in the room. Alyssa, would you get that reference?
No, I'm very confused.
Okay, do you know
That
the
should be her
song What's Your Age
catchphrase.
Again?
No.
It's what's my age again, but yes.
Yes, it is a very irrelevant birthday.
Yeah.
But still,
It's
cheers to Jake with my non-existent drink.
Oh, we should've-
Cheers.
we should've clicked to that.
How old is he?
No. We're
a
gonna.
moron.
Anyway.
Hey, how do you
My
just not know how
plan
old
is
your
to
friend
shoot the
is?
very next
I wasn't
podcast
sure
the
if
night
he was
before my
22.
birthday.
Oh,
that
on
we can-
Friday.
No.
Yeah.
I
So we
guess.
can party into my birthday.
I'll accept it.
And so that we can then continue that birthday party on Sunday night. Finish it up.
Okay, that sounds good to me.
Wait, what's happening?
We're shooting a podcast on Friday,
Okay.
leading into his birthday,
Okay.
and we're drinking Friday night
Okay.
into his birthday,
Okay.
and then we're continuing at the post-meet party on Sunday.
Okay.
That way, because
Which
we have
is
a
going
meeting
to
on
be
Sunday,
where?
so
Sean's again?
here maybe.
Here?
I don't know.
Depends
see, like,
on.
Sean's went well, so
Yeah,
Sean's
no, we
did
did.
go
we can
really
have
well.
it there again. if he
Except
wants.
I'm pretty sure
Except
we left
that
like
was a-
3 hours before you guys did.
Yeah,
but
we-
that's okay.
Well, people let me talk, so
And
Oh
people-
no!
people let me talk.
We got him
Did you even get? You
didn't
weren't that drunk though.
Got him started on
I only drank 151.
Yeah.
Remember?
Oh my god.
So I had like 3
Sorry,
drinks
I'm a little sick
times
tonight.
2 plus the shot of bourbon. So I had like 8 drinks.
I think two
but,
shots of bourbon.
but like did we have another shot of bourbon?
I think
Probably.
you
Yeah.
ended the night
So I-
with a shot of
yeah.
bourbon.
So I had like 9 drinks, but
Yeah.
also I was being very careful with the 151, so I was drinking it really slow, so it was basically just diffused over the entire night.
See, like, do
So-
I
Yes.
even want to go home now, or should
Guess
I
how
just
many-
like, stay through for all of this?
No, you
with
should
my
just
2
stay.
outfits. My like.
Yeah,
I
you
mean,
don't
you
have
can
much.
fit into their clothes.
I don't want him wearing
You
my
were gonna go
clothes.
home
Just
tonight?
wash them. No,
No, tomorrow.
Oh.
Just stay.
Alyssa, like, do you even
Oh, he
think,
he
I'm
meant stay through
sorry.
till Sunday
I'm
night.
really
Yeah.
or
sorry.
even Saturday morning?
Yeah,
Ew.
you could. and then
No,
just-
but guess I was getting
Or
to
you can
this.
just
Guess
run
how
at the
many
meet.
milliliters this soft drink is?
how many milliliters exactly?
Yeah.
Uh,
The fluid ounce is a little decimally,
I
so
think
that's why I
it's-
said milliliters.
I want to say 400.
I think it's 250.
No idea.
Knut's closest, it's 200.
I was
Wow.
actually gonna say 200.
So it's a lot less than a normal can of soda. And for all you English folk out there, it's 6.75 fluid ounces.
The English know metric better than we do.
English
It's
is
shot
English
time.
isn't American.
No, is it really?
Shots.
I mean,
shots,
it is
shots,
shots.
shots, shots.
Stop. We just told you before the podcast not to bang your.
I mean, that wasn't as bad as it was before.
No, but
Can someone put lime juice in my shot?
Why?
Por favor.
No,
Why?
straight up.
That's not the point,
Ugh.
Lindsay.
Nick is the only one who can get away with it. With rum.
because I came up with that.
No, with rum.
No, I came up with it with vodka,
Whatever.
putting
And-
lemon
Well,
juice
like-
in it.
And
That's
that,
for a
I'm-
mixture.
but with rum, I'll allow you to substitute things
Oh.
out, is what I'm saying.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Lindsay is trying to back out right now.
I didn't last time though. When we did Cruzan, I did not substitute it or take a half shot or anything. I made a
Please
mixed
don't
drink.
give me
And, like-
the entire thing. Oh, there it goes.
And, how do you like mixed drinks with 151?
They were really good, actually.
It was good.
actually.
It was good, and it efficiently got me drunk.
Yeah.
So I think
It's
that's the point.
a very
If
efficient
that,
liquor,
like, half
which is
full,
why I
I'll
like
take
it.
that
I mean,
one.
obviously, it's a very efficient liquor.
Yeah, yeah. That'll be mine.
It's good though. No, I enjoyed it.
No.
That's your
no,
shot glass.
I'm not taking that.
It's your podcast shot glass.
It's too
Not
big. That's
really.
the problem.
Also,
What the fuck?
Also, these are pretty much filled up equally. This is actually a little more than normal.
There we
So,
go. That's what
alright.
I'm talking about.
No,
Like less
Lindsay.
than half a shot.
Oh, this is gonna suck.
Oh, what the fuck, Lindsay?
Do you
Why-
know me at all? I don't like taking shots.
So, Lindsay, we curse on this podcast. In case you
Okay.
forgot. Because you always like freak out whenever you curse because you're like,
I know.
oh, we
I
gotta
know.
censor that? No.
I keep forgetting we just censored like the location of where we were at.
Yes, because people
Yes,
can't track us
that's-
down and kill us.
Location.
Yes.
You
Yeah.
realize
I
the
forgot
person
that's
most
the
likely
only
to
thing
kill
we
you in this
fucking-
room is
And
like,
last
in this
names.
room.
Okay,
Is
fair, but
you,
no
yeah.
one has said that so far.
Yeah, or
Alright.
yourself, statistically speaking.
Cheers to
That's
Jake's
mostly
weekend-long
accidentally.
birthday celebration.
Cheers
Yeah.
to
No,
an irrelevant birthday.
Yep. Definitely.
Cheers
better-
to still acting like you're in
What's-
freshman year.
what's my age again?
I don't know.
You
Yeah.
take that like a champ, Jake.
He is
Yeah.
a champ.
Yeah, but he's the guy that fucking pours a shot and then just sips on it for 30 minutes.
Yeah, that's why a big shot glass is perfect for Jake because it's like just a drink, of just straight vodka.
I gotta say,
Ugh.
I think that was okay.
That was,
It was
not.
better than the first one.
Dude,
Mm.
it was only better than the first one because I chased it with water,
True, I chased it too. Plus, I only had like half a shot.
and we normally
so-
don't do that. But I don't think I could have taken that shot without chasing it. It's really, I don't know what, it's really bad.
I think that's
Is
that's
Yeah.
worse than
I
Fleischmann's, I think.
Like, I gotta say, I don't taste that at all. Like, I think
Jake, obviously you don't.
It tastes worse than Fleischmann's.
It does taste worse than Fleischmann's.
I have to agree with Lindsay.
Yeah.
Canute, where are you?
It's better than Fleischmann's.
Yeah.
No.
I think it's definitely better than
No
Fleischmann's, and I wouldn't. Platinum, it's near platinum, I think.
No, it's
Yeah.
bad for
It's-
different reasons.
I will
though.
say they're both very smooth.
No, it's not.
It was
I
It was
kinda
smooth
like
for
and
me.
it was
Eh.
non-offensive to me, which
I disagree completely.
I've had
I'll say I think it's almost like when we did platinum we remarked how long the taste lasted.
Yeah.
I'll say this is
But
as
this
if you took
was
the
not-
platinum and just shoved all that taste into 2 seconds.
No, but it definitely was not as smooth as platinum.
It wasn't as smooth, but it was still pretty smooth.
Mm.
It wasn't as
platinum sat in the
harsh as,
fridge
like-
a lot longer,
That doesn't matter.
Now- and it freezes your water.
Yeah, and do you know what temperature alcohol freezes at?
Well,
Vodka
you don't have to
freezes
have
at
it
like minus
frozen.
22 Fahrenheit.
Yeah.
I know. I'm just saying that it helped get it a lot cooler.
Keep forgetting you have a tattoo.
If it sits in the fridge, Jake, for 3 days as opposed to 2 weeks, where were we? Canute made an off-brand comment.
Is that going to get edited out or not?
Yes,
Yeah,
it is.
That's why
Why?
we clapped
That's why
out.
we clapped and had to restart. Inappropriate.
Yes, we do edit
Fine.
these. Soon, however, we are going to live stream a podcast.
Oh Jesus, Jake!
What's
Jake
that?
just hit our makeshift table here, which
This
is
is the worst
2
thing
boxes
Oh,
I've
yo,
and
we
the
haven't
lid
talked
of
about the
container.
picture table.
Yeah.
Literally, okay, it's 2 cardboard boxes, one of which is taped together because he ripped the thing apart completely. So he taped it back together, and then we have like a plastic like top.
the lid of the container I used to transport my clothes home.
Yeah, so it's like a giant plastic thing.
I will say I'm very proud of Jake for choosing 2 boxes that were originally from a liquor store.
Yeah.
It's the only
So-
boxes we had.
I mean,
No,
I have
and-
this
Actually, yeah,
box,
you're
but
right.
No, I chose
Anyway.
2 boxes that were
True.
not being used either for anything.
Wait,
I think it's very
Yeah.
fitting.
Jake, what about that big old cardboard box back there?
No,
Yeah, but that is.
that's
thing
for
on
my
top of it?
computer, so
It's also very-
it stays over there
All right.
and
There's
won't
also
get
stuff
messed
on
up
it.
with.
It's also
Yeah.
very narrow. I don't think we'd be able to fit the mics on it. But-
It's
well, I mean,
it's
the lid.
more.
Well, yeah,
The
then
lid.
we'd put the lid
It's
on
to
the lid.
stay
lid,
over
lid,
there
lid,
because
lid,
that's
lid, lid.
actually that's actually important.
Making
Okay,
so many
fine.
SpongeBob references.
Don't sue us.
At Nickelodeon.
Please don't sue us.
No one said
Dan
said
Schneider.
SpongeBob until then.
Okay.
Damn it!
Bring all my bitches
Now they're gonna
back.
sue us, Lindsay.
I think-
What
I
have you
think
done?
I think we're gonna finish up a little early. Nick,
Yeah,
Why are we finishing up
final
early?
final opinions.
because we have shorts to do.
Oh, true. Oh,
What the
Fuck.
oh, Miles
yeah, I was looking at that.
and Alyssa made a little paper airplane out of some tape.
That's cute.
I have it
Anyway,
now.
we're doing
I might
great.
eat
No, I'm bleeding.
Yes, we. Do you want a band-aid?
That is that from the paper airplane, or is that like a pimple you popped on your arm?
I have no idea. I just looked at my arm and I
Can
was
I
bleeding.
can I name my grade? Can I say my grade?
Yeah, sure, go for it.
Your grade?
My grade. We grade these things, Alyssa.
Oh,
-3.
guys, I want really band-aids for that. What are we like
Oh,
bitch stickers?
where did you
Come
get
on.
these?
Bitch
Oh, Stop and Shop.
Yeah.
stickers.
Oh.
Oh,
Alright.
that's a good one, Canute.
What? You've never heard that one?
No.
Yeah,
That's a
that's-
great one.
yeah.
Did you get any peroxide?
So I do want to.
No.
I want to propose a vote to
Oh.
the floor.
But
The only people who are allowed to vote in this are actual members of the podcast. Should we?
I
Does
cannot
Lindsay
believe
even
I'm
get a vote in this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
It is 2018, Canute. We are past this bullshit.
That, assuming your gender?
Yes.
Wait, he didn't assume your gender. He just assumed that you're not
Well,
a
exactly,
person on
that's
the
what I'm
podcast.
saying.
Yeah.
Just like that whole spiel.
Because
in
She
general.
has rated things, so she does count.
Fine. Okay. Point is, Miles and Alyssa have to stay very silent for this.
She hasn't even.
Should we?
Neither of them have even tasted it.
I know. No. But I was gonna say, should we allow them to be part of the outro?
No.
Because they have basically not shut the fuck up all night.
No. They're
No.
still not part of the podcast.
I'll say no.
I don't
No.
want to be part of your
Look at
stupid
that.
outro.
All right, that decides it.
All right, I'll go first.
Yeah.
All right,
it's
can
just
we
a
like?
little-
Are we
Yes,
rating this?
Alyssa, please. I mean, Lindsay.
Nick, what did you think?
I want to hear Lindsay go first.
No,
Lindsay,
I'm not going first.
You were just
Nope.
about to.
No.
Hey,
I was
Lindsay.
going first for the outro.
Lindsay,
We're not outro.
remember, there's no deals allowed in here.
Fuck you, Jake. Leave me alone.
No deal. This is a no deal zone.
I got out.
Yeah. Good. Good.
That's the only like thing I thought it was referring to.
How are you not
Yeah, exactly.
born blonde?
I'll give it a 3.
Because she's daft.
3.
I'll give it a 3.
Nice.
It was really bad. I would not drink that again.
Give it a solid 2.5.
Even though
Literally,
I'm-
Why
I
did you try to say that like, oh, I'll give it a solid 2.5.
I
and
think-
it's not
I
gonna
never
score
I
do
think
two
that
this
bets
is
again.
again.
much
I'll be
better
really
than
happy.
Fleischmann's, and I'm gonna go 5.5.
Holy shit!
I'm
You're
gonna-
crazy.
I'll agree with Jake. 5.5.
No.
5.50.
No.
I was gonna go
Mm.
6, but I think it's 5.5.
Oh my god, that is so much
Lindsay,
worse
you
than
go
Fleischmann's.
negative?
I
Sure.
literally said before -3.
I know, I heard you. Are you actually
Yeah.
going to go negative? No, I don't think we rate for
There's only one thing that can go negative.
Vada?
No, shark movie.
Oh, shark reviews.
Shark-
Right. Sorry, I forgot.
Quick math
No,
brings
Voda's
the
better
average
than
to
this.
4 1/8.
At the
And-
moment, Lindsay has yet to review.
No, she said 2.5.
It's a 2.5.
Oh, it's.
I mean, does anyone want to double check me?
Oh.
Quick math says
If I-
we're at 4 1/8.
This is a
If
good
I never
band-aid,
have to
too.
drink
4
that
and
again, I'm
This is
gonna
a-
be really happy.
Look at that band-aid. Nice and wide.
Damn
It's
it,
a-
I opened,
Oh, bitch sticker.
shit.
I opened up my
It's a
stopwatch,
bitch.
not my fucking calculator.
Oh,
Yeah,
Alright,
I
so we
know,
said
you know,
5.5
it's
times
podcast
2
Not
plus,
Yo, hit
times.
me up with
Oh, yeah,
the
times 2. Yeah,
vodka.
Sorry, I was just gonna say plus.
plus 3 plus 2.5 equals 16, blah, divided by 4. Yeah, 4.125.
Yeah, 4 1/8. Look at me doing math.
Go.
That's what happens
I
when you're
didn't,
a
I didn't
fucking
even try.
college graduate.
Yeah, that you immediately after you graduate, you become able to do mental math really well. That's your superpower now.
Yeah. Now my superpower
Alright.
power is I'm employable.
So,
I'll give you that.
I think Rubinoff is a highly contested liquor.
No, it's the worst one
I'd
we've
say
done on
either
the
you love it or
podcast
you
so
hate it.
far.
I think for
no,
those with the,
not love or
The
hate.
worst thing that you've done on the podcast so far.
those with the weak
Fair.
constitution
I've only
hate
done
it.
about 5.
Weak constitution. What the fuck are you saying?
That Lindsay has a weak
I do-
constitution.
I think there is just a generic bottle co. Just
There has to
Actually,
be.
yeah,
Yeah.
you're right.
They definitely.
Literally looks
Yeah.
exactly like fucking Voda and like everything
And Fleischmann.
else.
Oh,
And
oh,
Fleischmann.
oh! It is because
Yeah.
Vada had these little bars on the back too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the exact same bottle.
I don't. I think the sides are a little different though.
I don't know. It's this Vada have the same grip thing. It's got the same. Maybe. Let me see.
Yeah.
We're gonna do some investigative journalism here. I can't find. Never mind. It doesn't say at all who produces it. Oh, prepared and bottled by Allen's Ltd, Somerville, Maine.
No, that's the
Maine.
it's bottled by the company that produces the liquor, because they're the ones who put it in the bottles. Where they buy
You
the
gotta-
bottle from is not listed.
It's
No,
a
I
one.
know that, but I'm saying where it's the vodka's from Maine.
Oh,
You
yeah,
would
cool.
you would like this. It's a one plastic.
Yes, that's recyclable.
It is
that,
recyclable.
that gets me excited.
Oh,
Anyway,
wait. First, I have a joke to make before we do the outro. Lindsay's constitution is so weak it should be called Articles of Confederation. Are you gonna high five me or not?
But she's not southern.
that was a
That's completely different confederacy, you dope. Articles of Confederation are what the states existed in during the Revolution before they had the Constitutional Convention in 1878. 1787.
Can we just do the outro? and then
Anyway,
you can
this
rant
has
at
been
Jake?
the Liquor Run podcast. I have been and always will continue to be Jake.
I'm Canute.
I'm the person that comes after Canute.
And I guess I'm last.
That's it. Yeah.
Alright, cool. See you next week. Bye.
Drink responsibly.
Cheers, boys.